Horizon House is known for its openness, its fairness, its warmth, its depth, but I think it's the community that is most spectacular. The Residents Assistance Fund is of long standing in Horizon House.
The thing that we have in common, all residents have in common, is that none of us knows what our future looks like.
I do value in my own life as I age a sense of grace and some sense of security. And this fund provides that for people who, for whatever reasons, have been unable.
Through very little fault of their own, they've just fallen into a path where they need help.
There's a lot of people that are probably laying awake at night worried about what can happen next month or 6 months from now or even a year from now.
I saw what happened to my sister who lived here. As time went by, she started getting little strokes. Couldn't do much of anything for herself. She couldn't dress herself or get up and go to the bathroom. She was basically bedridden. It became more and more and more expensive, of course. I just feel there are people who just, through no fault of their own at all, just plain run out of money. And it would be tragic for those people if they had to move into, I don't know where they would go.
Without the Resident Assistance Fund, our residents would be, I think, vulnerable to a quicker physical death. They would also have a psychological death inside of just feeling no one cares for me. What's going to happen to me?
My mother, Faith Chipman, loved living here. And yet, during the last 10 years of her life, when she was suffering from dementia, the cost of maintaining her here, providing the services that she really did need increasingly, was very difficult for our family. Without the fund, we would have had to move her. And in her condition, I don't know what she would have done, how she would have fared. The Residents Assistance Fund really made a difference for our family. It was really a lifesaver.
If we have to be concerned about our money not lasting for the duration of our stay here on earth, how that will impact our emotional and internal health. And so I think of when I'm giving, I'm really giving for my own security.
Every little bit counts, I think. And it's a really good feeling to know that you have done what you could to help others.
And so I think if everybody gives what they feel they can give.
It's a great philanthropy for any individual that's seen what goes on here.
It's bad enough when you see people disappear from the place and moving out because they're in the hospital. So that's the first thing that really hits you hard. But to find out that somebody moved out because they ran out of money would be unthinkable.
Sometimes there are those who, for whatever reason, and their families cannot make it. And I think it behooves us to step up and to give what we can to make those last years filled with grace and a peace.
And I can't quite explain it, but I would say that you're never alone in Horizon House. You are never at a loss for friendship and warmth. And you feel it in the place.